This is JordanMicheal Melvin Dukes, 2 years old, saying his two. Yeah. No, two. Hold up 2 fingers. 2 years old, saying counting from 1 to 20. Are you ready? Okay, JordanMicheal, we are going to start counting from 0 to 20. Say 0. Say 1. Say 2. Say 3. Say 4. Say 5. Say 6. Say 7. Say 8. Say 9. Say 10. Say 11. Say 12. Say 13. Say 14. Say 15. Say 16. Say 17. Say 18. Say 19. Say 20. Yay! This is JoJo, JordanMicheal Melvin Dukes, and his ABCs. A says A and I. Say A, JoJo. B says B. Say B, JoJo. B. C says K and S. Say it, JoJo. C says K and S. D. D says D. Say it, JoJo. D. D says D. E. E says E and A. Say it, JoJo. E says E and A. F says F. F says F. Say it with me, JoJo. F says F. G says G and J. Say it with me, JoJo. G says G and J. H says H. H says H. Say it with me, JoJo. H says H. I says I and I. I says I and I. Say it with me, JoJo. I says I and I. J says J. J says J. Say it with me, JoJo. J says J. K says K. K says K. Say it with me, JoJo. K says K. E. L says L. L says L. Say it with me, JoJo. L says L. M says M says Say it with me, JoJo. M says N says N. N says N. Say it with me, JoJo. N says N. O says O and I. Say it with me, JoJo. O says O and I. P says P. P says P. Say it with me, JoJo. P says P. Q says Qu. Q says Qu. Say it with me, JoJo. Q says Qu. R says R. R says R. Say it with me, JoJo. R says R. S says S. S says S. Say it with me, JoJo. S says S. T. T says T. T says T. Say it with me, JoJo. T says T. U says U and U says U and Say it with me, JoJo. U says U and V says V. V says V. Say it with me, JoJo. V says V. W says W. W says W. Say it with me, JoJo. W says W. X says cooks. X says cooks. Say it with me, JoJo. X says cooks. Y says yeah and I. Y says yeah and I. Say it with me, JoJo. Y says yeah and I. Z. Z says Z. Z says Z. Say it with me, JoJo. Z says Z. Yay! E. Yay!